Europa League. Well, we have two Titanic ties. So, first tie, Arsenal up against Valencia. I saw Arsenal lost to Crystal Palace today. Valencia, for me, I believe, are the favorites. So, in your view, Arsenal, Valencia, how are you feeling that side? Who do you think takes it, Ali?
Listen, Arsenal lost today because they didn't play the team, their starting lineup first of all, right? And Arsenal are not clutch. I don't think Emery is a good manager, but he's like United. He doesn't get supported. He has no money to spend. I think they gave him 40 million to spend. Valencia has been not great this season. Yes, if we've been honest, in the league they're not highly where they're supposed to be, but they're defensively been solid. So it's going to be a close game, but I think Arsenal should win it to move on to the future.
Wait, so you think Arsenal can beat Valencia?
Yes, they can. Arsenal can beat Valencia. They've got players to do it. They've got Aubameyang, Lacazette.
You realize that Arsenal lost to Crystal Palace. You do realize that. You do.
Yes, but did you see who was playing? Elneny and stuff. Come on, man. Elneny should not be playing. It should have been Torreira to playing today. The team they played Jenkinson, Elneny, Gudanzi, with the Greek kid. They played horrible players because they were resting for Valencia game for some reason. I don't understand that either myself. Yeah, but I think like in a way, if you look at Valencia, you're saying Valencia this. Valencia have been defensively solid, but they played. United played them, and they were horrible against us, right? I think Arsenal can beat them with the attack they've got as well. Aubameyang, that speed is going to be useful in that games.
Okay, Christ.
I think Valencia has a chance, but I'm gonna go Arsenal. Just because I think Unai Emery's experience in the Europa League will help them. And then for the Chelsea game, I think Chelsea. So I think it's gonna be Chelsea and Arsenal in the final match.
Wow, Hazem.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it has to be. I mean, Arsenal are winning this Europa League. Now Emery passed the hardest hurdle, which was Napoli, and Napoli played horrible, but still Arsenal showed that they're really capable to put on another gear when they need to. And I think Valencia, it's going to be a really tough match, especially second leg is in Valencia Stadium. What's it called? I think it's going to be really tough at the Mestalla because that's a really tough ground to go to, and in the second leg. But I still think Arsenal managed to edge it. You know, Valencia have been doing up and down this season, so they could pull up a surprise. But I just don't think they'll be able to beat Emery, who this is his competition. Now that he passed the hurdle of Napoli, I think he's gonna just go all the way. So I think Arsenal's winning out for it. It's going to be really close, though. Really close.
So you guys are disrespecting Valencia, but okay, we will see.
Really close. I'm saying really close, man.
Okay, Juju man.
I'll say the same thing as everyone else. Arsenal should beat Valencia, even though Valencia destroyed Villarreal. Arsenal are just. I'm surprised how comfortably they won against Napoli. This was a tough game, but they won 3-0 on aggregate. So I saw Lacazette's amazing free kick. So yeah. I give the benefit of the doubt to I think Arsenal will go through. I think Arsenal will go through. Okay. It should be close. I don't think it'll be close. I mean, it'll be Arsenal should go through, but I don't think it'll be close. They might win one. I mean, yeah, but I don't think it'll be close.
Okay, cool. All right, Muntaha.
Yeah, man. First of all, most of the people they are sleeping on Valencia because today they
defeated
Real Betis. They have defeated Real Betis oh my god, especially away.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, this team is so good, man. Valencia, especially with Daniel Was. Oh my god, and Danny Parejo. Oh my goodness, these guys are too good, man. I'm telling you,
very solid, man. These guys. I don't remember last season. Remember, Atletico dropped from the Champions League. Who won the Europa? Atletico. The team that always drops from the Champions League, they must always be watched out for if they go fast. So.
Yeah, and look, man. What I'm trying to say is, first of all, Valencia's. I won't say they're struggling this season, but in a sense they are not better like what they used to be last season. But they're good, to be honest, and they're fighting for top 4 spot for La Liga, like with Getafe, and like it's just 2 points difference is there. So man, either case, if they don't make it, so like they're going to get qualified for Champions. Is what I see. But I think so they're going to be in semi-final, man.
Nice.
At least final. I can see this team to be finalists, man.
Nice.
Against Chelsea because they have all the weapons to disrupt Arsenal, man. And the second leg away, Mestalla. Oh, it's difficult, man.
Yeah.
So I think so. Well, Valencia is going to win this.
Red.
HH, you know what's funny is this game is like for Europa League, it's match made in heaven for both because Valencia and Arsenal are both equivalent. I rate them at the same level in both their leagues, where they're always from like that fifth to third spot. They're always going to be consistently in that area. Like, and I think it's going to be a really good matchup. The second leg's at the Mestalla, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's huge. That is huge because like Arsenal have a ton of quality in attack. Lacazette has been in insane form. Like this, like regardless of the loss today, he's been in insane form this past couple of games. So he's going to be key. But I think the away leg in the Mestalla is what seals it. I think they're gonna. I think Valencia will edge Arsenal.
Nice.
It's going to be very close. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal beat them, but it's very. One second. Let me just think about this for one quick second.
It's tough. It's really tough. My goodness.
I'd say it's going to be a 2-2, and away goals is going to play a factor. And
Which 2-2 in the away leg or
2-2 in the away leg. So for Valencia, because the only issue with Valencia is if you look at their team, they don't really score that many goals, but it's so hard to score against them. Barca drew against them, Madrid lost to them. Like they're a very hard team to beat, especially at the Mestalla. Like the Mestalla, is a it's a graveyard for a lot of teams. Like that's where your season dies. Like Madrid usually when we go there, that's when we drop points at the Mestalla. And Barca usually edge us there and they win the league. These past couple of seasons.
Then how did Valencia then lose to United? How did this team
No, they started slow
because this season they've improved. I mean, because they were trash in the Champions League.
Can I say something on that?
Wait. Okay. Red then Montara. Red.
Juju, Marcelino just recently was appointed as this is the first season with Valencia, so they were adapting to a new system. And you could see in their past, I believe, 20 games, they only lost once. And that was like 2 weeks ago. But and that included Barca, Madrid, and they went from like the relegation zone. They're now up to 2 points off top 4. Only Getafe is ahead of them. Like they have like 13 wins, but they have like 16 draws. Like they are so hard to beat. Like they're a tough team. Parejo's solid. Garay is solid. Rodrigo's he'll pop up with a goal. Gamero pop up with a goal.
Paulista.
Like they have
Gabriel in defense.
Yeah.
No, they've been a solid side, so I think they might edge it. It just depends on if Arsenal show up and they can blitz them and they could like put 3 or 4. Valencia are not a high scoring team, so Arsenal could pull the job off. I just feel like Valencia won't let them score that.
Okay, Montara.
First of all, like Juju man, my brother said that they struggled and the way they performed, they flop in Champions League. Yeah, I agree, but it was a pressure after 2002-3 something like that. They came to Champions League. They qualified for Champions League. It's huge, man. Like, come on, man. And they came back, and the way Gabriel Paulista and Gary, like, they are like defensive partnership is like, come on, man. It's man. Look, I respect Aubameyang, the way Lacazette plays as well. But these guys are like really tough, robust defenders, man, and they're really good at the building from the back as well. So, yeah, go ahead.
And all I'm saying is right. And I understand Valencia defensively, as I said, been amazing this year, but it'd be embarrassing for Arsenal to sell Coquelin and Paulista and lose to them. That's all I'm saying. They sold them and told them you are not good enough, and then they get beat by them.
Bro, they have one of the World Cup heroes, Danis Cheryshev.
You know what shocked me? The fact that Arsenal just walked over Napoli. Like it was an easy game for them. I was
no. Napoli are clowns.
They're clowns.
3-0.
For me, for me, they're a bunch of bottlers, man. Come on, we can compare Napoli with Valencia.
No. It's a totally different game. Okay, but look, Zad. Will Zad deliver Frankfurt, or is this where the dream ends? Ali, what can Zad do against Frankfurt?
Bruh, that's not even a question. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Frankfurt are fourth in Bundesliga. They're like 10 points behind third or something like, and they're a good team. I don't even think they should have came through ahead of Benfica, right? But it's a good team, right? It's a good close game. Hazard is gonna annihilate them. I don't even think Hazard is gonna even need to do anything. Pedro is gonna annihilate them. That's all I'm saying. Should be an easy win for Chelsea. I don't mean to be rude, but anything can happen. But like, it should be easy win for Chelsea. They've got the better players. They've got everything. Just watch out for Jovic because Rudiger and David Luiz are donkeys. Okay, just watch out for Jovic, and it should be a comfortable win for Chelsea.
All right, Christ.
I think this is going to be a close game. I think Chelsea should watch out for Frankfurt's like high pressure and counterattacks because their defense isn't the best. But I think Chelsea having Hazard will be enough to get them through. But I wouldn't be surprised if Frankfurt win. But I think I'm gonna go Chelsea.
All right, Hazard.
It's gonna have to be Chelsea, but Frankfurt, they are doing really well this season, and Jovic has been unbelievable. He's gonna be definitely a constant threat. But from what I watched, especially in the first leg against Inter, Frankfurt were poor. They were really losing many missed passes, losing many balls, not able to take the game into their own hands, and I think that's gonna cost them. I think Chelsea, especially with Hazard, I think Hazard's gonna make them pay for those mistakes. And defensively, they're shaky, unfortunately. So I think even though the attacking wise, they create a lot of chances, but I think Hazard and in general Chelsea taking this Europa League more seriously than people think is gonna be too much for them. And also the second leg is in Stamford Bridge, so I don't think Chelsea will just drop it. I think they're gonna show up and at least make the final in this Europa League, but I think they'll make the final and lose in the final.
Damn, that's harsh. Jujuman.
This is an easy game for Chelsea. I don't want to sound
relax, man. Don't sense face, man. Don't.
Because I don't want to sound like an EPL fanboy, but what's it called? It's called. It's. I mean, Chelsea. I've seen Chelsea's this season, and at times when Chelsea are up for it, they can make it. I mean, they can be. I mean, they've gone toe to toe with Liverpool and what's it called? They've gone toe to toe with Liverpool and Man City. So I if I was to put my money, I'll put my money on Chelsea. And with Frankfurt, I mean, I think they conceded how many goals against Benfica? 4, or it's too much goals to concede for.
But they came back. They came back.
True, but it's like, is that credit to? But you can blame Benfica for allowing that. But it's like Chelsea won't. They won't come back. Like, conceding those amount of goals, I mean, tells me their defense is not that good. So I'm expecting Chelsea. This should be an easy game for Chelsea. So if Chelsea plus the fact that it has to, like, they're not guaranteed top 4. So this if they get to the final, this can be another way to Champions League for Chelsea.
Yeah. All right, Munsaha.
I hate you, man. Before coming to Madrid, Hazard have to deliver this trophy for Chelsea.
Yeah, that's a huge assumption.
Oh,
Yeah, and this guy will deliver for sure. Like, second Europa League in his career for Chelsea, and this is what I see, bro. Look, man, Eintracht Frankfurt, man, they're good at home. They're good side. Like, even they came back against Benfica. Still, like, I'll consider Benfica as a bunch of what do you call? I won't say bottlers. They're clown. Like, come on, man. You scored 4 goals. I know you can say 2 goals at home, but this Eintracht Frankfurt, especially Rebic and Jovic, these guys are like
dangerous.
Apparently, Rebic is going to be missing for the first leg. Apparently, I think.
Oh,
Big.
that's a big miss then. Big miss.
miss.
Because Frankfurt at home, they're tough side.
Do you guys remember Rebic in the World Cup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. So man, come on. I think so.
So saying that can do it.
Yes, 1-1. Yeah, first leg.
Okay, Red.
Chelsea. I feel like Chelsea will like over 2 legs they'll make it through, and I feel like it's gonna be easy for them too. I don't think Frankfurt's gonna put up much of a fight. I think it might be like a 3-1, a 4-1. It's just you guys like Chelsea has too much quality. They like just Hazard alone. I think is going to give them a very hard time. You have Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming into like he's been in good form. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, of course, still Conte. Like the quality players that Chelsea have will make the difference. I think 3-1. 3-1 will be the scoreline over 2 legs. I think the first leg might end like 2-1 for Chelsea, and then they'll like the second leg is in Germany, right?
No,
No,
Champions
first
League.
leg is Germany. First
First
leg
leg
is
is
Germany.
Germany. Yeah,
Legs of the bridge, yeah.
yeah, 1-0 and 1-0 and a 2-1.